welcome back. It's Dan Book Nook Noggin here, and I don't typically do TBRs. I mean, not in the sense that I film ahead of time what I plan on reading. I don't typically do that. I do plan ahead, usually within a month or two, what I plan on reading, but I don't typically film a TBR video. But I have a different circumstance and a good reason to do so now. Most people in the book community know that, February is Black History Month. And I always try to read, at least one book by a black author on Black History Month. But I want to throw out there, you should be reading diversely all other times of the year and not limit that to just 1 month. If you go back and look at my reading history, I try to read whenever, different voices at different times of the year. I was thinking about this podcast I was listening to last night, a Latinx horror author named v.castro. I love the things she has to say about reading diversely and about reading marginalized voices, and she makes a lot of great points. I mean, you can really put yourself in another person's shoes by reading books by people that are different from you, especially when the book market is overly saturated and dominated by white men. So I'm just going to throw that. I gushed about the book Ring Shout by P. Gele Clark. That was one of my first reads for Black History Month. I also read Philadelphia, which, I read and reviewed before that. And I know what you guys are thinking. I know you're thinking, well, it's February. It's like the middle of February by the time you upload this. I'm going to upload this on Valentine's Day. And I know you're thinking, well, why did you wait so long to put up a TBR? Because I'm not that organized, folks. I'm not that organized. I'm not perfect, and I'm not that organized. But I wanted to draw attention to not just Black History Month, but February is also Women in Horror Month. And I've got a number of books that I want to share with you guys that I'm going to tell you about a book that I'm currently reading that's called Stamped from the Beginning. This is a book about the history of racism in the world. It's a huge info dump. It is #doorstopper. This thing is like 560 some odd pages. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to read any more books by black authors for this month, but I do have a couple of short women in horror books that I wanted to share with you guys because I plan on reading these too. I'm currently reading Under Her Black Wings by Kandisha Press. This is the first book in the 2020 Women in Horror Anthology Volume 1. Very, very good. If you're new to my channel and you've never heard me gush and talk about anthologies, I want to tell you, being that it's Valentine's Day when I upload this, it's like a little sampler box of candy. You never know what you're going to get with an anthology, and there's always so many different great authors collected in these editions. So that's why I love reading anthologies, because you may read a short story you absolutely love by an author you've never heard of before, and that's why I enjoy reading anthologies. And this one, same thing. Really, really good stories in here from some authors I've never read before. So I'm definitely going to read and review this later, so stay tuned. You're going to see this one again later in the month when I finish it. I'm like over halfway through with this. Like I said, some really surprising reads. There were some really good stories in this one so far. And then after that, I'm going to read Volume 2, Graveyard Smash. This has a couple of authors that were in the first one, and then there's some, I got this one for a review because I was reading and reviewing Sonora Taylor's books. If you've never heard of her, go check out my book reviews. I've reviewed a couple of her books. Really good indie horror author. But I got this because she was included in this collection. And then Volume 3 came out not too long ago, and that one was called The One That Got Away, and it's supposed to be about, like, kind of horror love stories, which is really suitable for Valentine's Day. That one is en route. It's in the mail. It should be here. And I couldn't put off filming this TBR to wait for that book to get here because the publisher didn't get them until just recently. And they mailed them out not too long ago, a couple days ago. But I plan on reading that. And I'm hoping that my TBR is not going to be too, like... I feel like it's over, like... I don't know, maybe I'm putting a lot on myself thinking I'm going to be able to read all these, but if I don't get to all these, I'm going to read them really, really soon, and that's why I wanted to share them with you guys, because, for one, it's Women in Horror Month, and I wanted to share these books with you just because, you know, I didn't know until I had joined the indie horror community about all these great authors that were out there, so that was one of the reasons why I wanted to share them. Also, I'm going to be reading True Crime by Samantha Kolyaznik. This is a book I've heard so many great things about. It's about a brother and sister who were abused as kids and they go on a killing spree, hence why the name True Crime. She gave me a digital copy of this, and I'm hoping to get to that before the end of the month. Gonna have to see what I can fit in my schedule. And then, last but not least, I really, really want to read Nocturnal Farm by Viclamay Mist. If you didn't check out my video for her Nocturnal Blood, go check that out. Really great vampire series. I'm really super excited to get into book 2 because book 3 is going to be coming out in March. And yeah, I really want to read the series. I want to catch up so that way I'm all set and ready to read book 3. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed the first book in the series. If you love vampires and you're looking for a new vampire series, check out, you know, her Nocturnal series. So yeah, this is going to be another one I'm going to be reading this month. But yeah, like I said, I hope it's not too many books to handle for, you know, for the month of February. But like, I mean, I'm already flying through this one, so I think I can get through these books. I think I can do it. I think I can, you know, but we'll see. And stay tuned for those reviews. If you've read any of these questions, comments, etc., I'm going to try to include links for some of these books down below. Especially if you're in the U.S., I'm going to have Amazon links, and I might throw down a link for Candicia Press so you can check out their website. I'm also going to throw down my coffee link. If you got something from watching this video, please buy me a coffee or two. It could use the energy and the motivation. Thank you for watching. If you want to see book reviews of these books, please hit that subscriber button. And while you're there, hit that notification bell. This has been Dan. It's 2021. It's Women in Horror Month and Black History Month. Go read some diverse books, people, and stay healthy. Be good to each other. Later.